Hey guys, DJ Benji here for match 2 of a competitive Modern League. We're starting out here on the draw. We have Azusa, we have Ancient Stirrings. I'm actually inclined to keep this hand, it's really close. It's a slow hand, but being that I have Ancient Stirrings and Azusa, I'm hopeful that I'll be able to get something good. Our opponent goes Island into Serum Visions. This could be a lot of things. Storm, it could be bad start from Grixis Shadow. It could be red, blue, breach, moon, or something, whatever won the PTQ online. So no information yet. And they go bottom and top. So great, we got an Amulet of Vigor. That's awesome. That'll help our start. We can go next turn Amulet into Ancient Stirrings, or Amulet Ancient Stirrings. Okay. No. Unfortunately, our opponent had the counter spell, so we're going to be a little bit slower. But now we know we're against some sort of blue control deck. Here we can try to jam it again. And it resolves. So with one mana floating, we can try to place Azusa out and then get the other lands out. Or we could try to Ancient Stirrings first and see what we see. Okay, our opponent remands. So we can play Call Me Garden out and play Ancient Stirrings again. An untapped land is not bad. I mean, we have Amulet, but it also gives us any color if we needed it. So our opponent's not doing anything. They're sitting on 4 mana, like they have a Cryptic Command or something along those lines. I'm not sure what they could have. Their deck is so far mysterious. Some sort of blue-red control. Considering what we're playing against, I don't think it's essential that Azusa resolves. I mean, our opponent isn't putting us under any type of pressure. So, maybe we hold off, actually, until they do something. What I don't want them to do is, like, counter bounce my Gruul Turf or something like that. That would be pretty bad for us. And we're not under any pressure, so let's just pass. Again, our opponent isn't doing anything. If we were to get something like a Teleria West, we could tutor up something to deal with, you know, counter spells. We could tutor up Cavern of Souls. But our opponent's still not doing anything, so I'm comfortable just sitting here. The only thing that really kills us would be something like end of turn Pestermite into Kiki-Combo. But we haven't seen that in a long time, so I'd be pretty surprised if I see that. Okay, so our opponent goes with the counter bounce, or draw bounce, which we talked about earlier from the Cryptic Command on the Gruul Turf. It's a pretty good tempo play for our opponent, not great for us. And we're still waiting for, you know, something like a Teleria West. at this point, we might end up like discarding. So we can just try jamming Azusa here. And they'll counterbalance. So perhaps if we waited one more turn, we could have played a land, played Azusa, and then tried to resolve something. But without Teleria West or a Cavern of Souls, we're kind of just hoping they don't have permission. And against this Torrential Gearhulk, plant tokens can chump for days. Another amulet's not great here, except if we get like so much mana that we can cast one spell and then fight through and then cast it again. So with 1 mana floating and 2 gemstone mines untapped, we can pay for this. Okay, then our opponent remands it. So we can again play the Colony Garden and play the amulet out again. Unfortunately, our opponent has so much card advantage through his 2 cryptic commands, his 2 remands, that he still has pretty much a full grip. But we're not in too much trouble just yet. Like I said, next turn we can play a bounce land and, you know, almost pay 12 mana. Blood Moon. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good against us. We're going to need something, we're going to need to resolve this engineered explosives, which is pretty much unlikely. Opponent's pausing here on our upkeep for a while. So our opponent doesn't have anything really in the graveyard worth casting. I'm going to go ahead and blow the relic now. And Secure Tribe Scout doesn't help us. So in my deck right now, I have a couple ways to deal with this. Oh, and there is a Deceiver Exarch. Okay. And now does he have Kiki-Jiki? Okay, that's pretty much a mistake to show us that at this point. But now we kind of have a better idea of what our opponent's doing. They're playing like Blood Moon creature combo. I want to bring in Dismembers, Swan Song. Kozilek's turn Fire Spout won't do much. Rurik Thar would be good. Bojuka Bog's solid. We definitely want the combo, the cards to both resolve spells and deal with something like a creature combo. Saheeli comes out. Tribe Elder will help us find basics in case they try to Blood Moon us. Ghost Quarter can come out. And we need to make a couple more cuts. We can take out Radiant Fountain. They're not really damaging us too quickly. And we need one more cut. We can cut... Let's cut one Dismember and just play 2. So here we're going to be on the play. We have a hand with Swan Song, Sakura Tribe Scout, and some cantrips, and a basic. And we forgot to bring in Reclamation Sage, so big mistake by me. This Swan Song is pretty much playing against turn 3 Blood Moon. And we need lands, so we're going to go ahead and play out the Gruul Turf. Our opponent's fetching out basics, which means they could have the Blood Moon in hand. Tapping our Gruul Turf is not bad for them. We can see if they'd be interested in trading. I don't, maybe not. Would it be worth it to Summoner's Pact for anything here like a... I don't think so. Amulet of Vigor is not what we wanted to see. We wanted more lands, but being able to resolve one isn't bad. We'd love to have seen something like Cavern of Souls. Let's see what we draw here. Opponent's probably going to bolt our face. Nope. Gets rid of our Stripe Scout. Okay, so our opponent has 2 mana up. If we try to resolve, we can resolve a Titan here for sure. Is there anything else we'd want? I don't think so. So 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, and then we'll hold up the blue for the counter spell that they're going to be holding, like their remand. On the attack, we can get Boros Garrison and Slayer Stronghold. And we'll bounce the Slayer Stronghold. And get... We want a Cavern of Souls here, and we also want a Teleria West. So unfortunately we can't do both. Or we don't need Teleria West because we have Summoner's Pact in hand. So we can get a Cavern of Souls and a Simic Growth Chamber. I'll go ahead and bounce a Simic Growth Chamber here so that next turn we can play multiple bounce lands. And also be able to Summoner's Pact this turn for our next Titan. Now our opponent, if he has the combo, is going to just have to go for it. They don't. They're going for 6 in the air. We're going to transmute here for a Pact of Negation. we need to get a Teleria West here again, but do we get a Semi-Growth Chamber? Do we get a Selesnya Sanctuary? I'll go ahead and get the Selesnya Sanctuary. And I'll bounce the Teleria West. We have one land drop remaining. So can we make it count? Perhaps if we got an untapped blue source, we could have transmuted for something else, but 2, 4, we're taking 6 in the air here, so it's close, but we should be able to not die unless they have Bolt, and even with Bolt we can counter, we can Pact of Negation it. So I guess if they attack for 6 in the air, they would need Bolt, Snap Bolt to kill us. Okay, so now I'm definitely going to bring in, we saw a lot less permission there and a lot more creature combos, so I'm going to put in another Dismember. I'm going to definitely put in Rex Sage. Sakura Tribe Elders help get our basics, but I might shave one. Rurik Thar, I can shave. We saw just like a lot more creatures that game. I want this in, actually. Maybe Bajuka Bog is actually a trap here, and we're better off just finding our relics. I mean, them being able to chain cryptic commands is pretty bad for us, but also searching out Bajuka Bog might, be a trap for us. Or maybe I leave Bajuka Bog in and shave like a Grove of the Burn Willows. Playing 26 lands is a little bit greedy, but with Sakura Tribe Elder and 4 Ancient Stirrings, I think we should be okay. We saw Fire Spout, Kozilek's Return. They can hit Kiki-Jiki. So let's bring in Kozilek's Return. It hits Kiki-Jiki. And if we can hit Kiki-Jiki, we're doing all right. And that means we got to go down in Azusa because there's nothing else I can really see myself cutting. Unfortunately, it won't help much against Deceiver XR combo. So we're going to be able to get a turn 1 Sakura Tribe Scout and a turn 2 Sakura Tribe Elder. Seeing a prime time is pretty good. We should be able to get, if we're not too badly disrupted, a turn 3 Titan, or turn 4 Titan. And with Summoner's Pact in hand, we can also sacrifice it if we can also use it to find Rex Sage. Right, so that's fine. We can actually ramp ourselves here by playing our Gruul Turf, which doesn't bounce anything, and then playing Foresters. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can actually just resolve a Titan here. Actually, we're still 1 short, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. These still enter tapped. So even though they're mountains, they enter tapped. So we're gonna go ahead and search up a Reclamation Sage and blow up the Blood Moon. Our opponent looks like they're missing a land drop, which is good for us. I'm going to copy our Gruul Turf with Vesuva, just so we can get more green sources, and also, if we needed to flash in a Gemstone Mine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pestermite. Okay. That's fine. And we're going to go ahead and attack with Rex Sage. Opponent's missing a land drop again, which is good for us. They might do a trick, same as last time with the Pestermite. Perfect. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just cast our Titan. And we can get a bounce land and a Slayer Stronghold to give our Titan haste. Okay, our opponent taps it. Unfortunate for us because now, well, we'd be open to getting Splinter Twinned, but Splinter Twin is illegal in the format. It's been banned. And now we have to worry about them chaining Cryptics or something like that. But they're going to use Serum Visions to try to find more lands, okay? Let's see if they top or bottom. Bottom, bottom. So maybe they found a land and now, or let's see. Okay. We're gonna give our Primeval Titan haste and vigilance. And there's no point in attacking with Rex Sage. It just gets eaten by Deceiver Exarch. So let's get a we can get a Simic and a Teleria West. Or do we want to be able to tutor this up like right now? If I get a Teleria West and a bounce land, or a Teleria West and a Gemstone Mine, I can bounce the Gemstone Mine. I can't bounce. We should just get a Simic Growth Chamber and a Teleria West. Or what if I can attack for 16 here. That is pretty tempting. If I get a Sunhome, but 16 is not 20, or is not 17, so it's not enough, right? I could get Simic and the Sunhome, bounce the Sunhome, replay the Sunhome, use the Gemstone and the Gruul Turfs to make this 16 damage. He can still soak up some. So if our opponent taps out next turn for something like a Kiki-Jiki, we can just dismember it. You know, they don't have 1-up for Dispel. So and now I think we won the game. we go. All right, thanks for watching match 2. If you liked the video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.